Have you ever thought that your financial instability could come from a distant place, completely beyond your control? Welcome to Senior Life, Joy and Wellness. Today, we open up a topic not just about money, but about autonomy, the three biggest financial regrets seniors face when confronting unexpected economic crises. Our story begins with a breaking news alert: a government shutdown. This is the most vivid warning about the regret of placing all your trust in a single source of income. We are committed to bringing you the most useful and engaging content for your golden years. Your support with a like, a share, and a subscription is the biggest motivation for us to continue building videos that can change your quality of life. Thank you. The breaking news and Mr. Peterson's fear. Mr. George Peterson, 75, lives with his wife, Mrs. Helen, in a small town in Ohio, USA. Their retirement life was built on a single foundation: Social Security benefits. Every morning they waited for the news report. But that morning, the news of the government shutdown delivered a huge blow to their peace of mind. Reports indicated that the announcement of the cost of living adjustment COLA, their annual pension increase, had been indefinitely postponed. Mr. George's anxiety wasn't just about the number, it was the feeling of complete loss of control. He looked at his bank book, realizing that 85% of their monthly income came from government checks. He had worked his whole life saving diligently, but now, his financial security lay in the hands of politicians in Washington. The fear quickly spread to Mrs. Helen, who worried about whether Medicare, their health insurance program, would be affected. They realized they had bet their entire golden years on a single source. 3 financial regrets when facing crisis. The government shutdown incident was a costly wake-up call. It exposed the 3 most common financial regrets that the older generation often carries. Regret 1. Over-reliance on a single income stream. This was Mr. George's biggest regret. He retired believing Social Security was a perfect fixed income source. He failed to apply the principle of risk diversification to his personal life. The diversification lesson. Diversification doesn't just apply to the stock market. It's a life philosophy. When 80% of your income comes from a single source: government, a fixed pension, or one rental property, you leave a giant risk gap. According to behavioral economists, seniors' regrets often stem not from losing money in the stock market, but from the lack of flexibility when facing crises. The solution to the regret: it is necessary to have at least 2 or 3 small independent income streams: rental income, dividends, or a joy-driven part-time job encore career. This combination brings much greater mental peace than relying solely on one single benefit check. Regret 2. Failing to master digital security and finance. During times of crisis, scammers are most active. Mr. George and Mrs. Helen realized they were completely vulnerable to digital threats. The scam trap and crisis immediately after the shutdown news spread. Robert received an automated call threatening that Medicare was suspended and needed credit card confirmation to continue service. He nearly fell for the scam. He realized he had been too complacent about his traditional financial management skills and had ignored digital literacy. The security lesson. This regret isn't just about losing money, it's about losing control. Failing to set up 2-factor authentication, not knowing how to spot phishing emails, and not knowing that the SSA Medicare never called demanding personal information is the biggest financial vulnerability of the 50-plus generation. Regret 3. Ignoring the health savings component in retirement plans. Mr. George saved diligently for his retirement fund and his home, but he completely ignored healthcare costs. The hard truth: most of the largest costs for seniors are not rent or food, but long-term care and insurance copays. Mr. George's regret was not treating money designated for healthcare as a mandatory part of his retirement fund. He relied too heavily on Medicare and government programs. The foresight lesson. A perfect retirement plan must include a longevity fund, specifically for unforeseen medical expenses. This requires long-term thinking and accepting the risk that healthcare costs can increase exponentially. Regaining autonomy and senior wisdom. The government shutdown did not steal George and Helen's money, but it stole their financial innocence. They embarked on a new journey, shifting from victims of instability to active managers. They began mastering safe digital tools and researching small dividend investment funds to create a second income stream. Mrs. Helen joined an online course on personal finance management for seniors. Mr. George refocused on health management, realizing that good health is the best financial insurance. They learned that financial autonomy in old age isn't about how much money you have, but about how many options you have. And that autonomy comes from never placing all your trust in any single institution or source. Which of the 3 financial regrets above makes you realize you need to act the most? If you found peace in this message, please hit like to spread the message. And subscribe to the channel so we can continue this journey together.